I can still hear her laugh. It was the sound that stayed with me long after I left the village. It wasn't the laugh of a kind old woman, but something twisted and cold. I was just a kid when my family sent me to live with my uncle in his village. My parents thought it would be good for me, to learn about the old ways. The village was small, surrounded by thick forests. People there believed in all kinds of things: spirits in the trees, curses, and most of all, they feared the woman who lived on the edge of the village. Her name was Mbeki. She was thin, bent over like the old trees she lived near. Her skin looked like cracked bark, and her eyes, they weren't like normal eyes. They were always watching, even when you couldn't see her. The villagers said she never left the forest, that she'd been there longer than anyone could remember. No one ever saw her age. One night, my uncle sent me into the forest to gather firewood. It was getting late, but I wasn't scared. I was 12, too old to believe in ghost stories. As I walked deeper into the trees, it got quiet. No birds, no insects, just silence. That's when I heard it. The laugh, low at first, but growing louder. I froze. I knew I should go back, but something made me stay. Then I saw her, Mbeki. She was standing between the trees, just watching me. She didn't move, didn't speak, just smile. That awful, toothless smile. I turned around. When I got back to the village, I told my uncle what I'd seen. He looked at me with fear in his eyes, real fear. He told me never to go into the forest alone again. The next day, one of the villagers went missing. They said he was last seen heading into the forest. No one found him, not even a trace. And every night after that, I could hear her laugh. Even now, years later, when the wind blows just right, I can still hear it. And I wonder how many more she's taken into the forest, never to return.